Oh, am I back? I think I'm back. All right. Hi. Fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish. This Echo slash the take. Let me set up this camera. Oh, we need a little bit of lip gloss. What's going on with the internet today? This is not lip gloss actually, it's lip mask. It's called Loops Dew Cloud. And it's a mask, lip mask. But I use it like a lip gloss because it's good. All right. So how are we? I apologize for being late because I thought I scheduled the live at 2. So I was just sitting around waiting because I've been trying to do some chores and stuff because it's the holidays. But we are here to talk about the Epstein Birthday Book. I'm going to be 50 in 2 years, and yeah, I'm pretty happy that I won't have a birthday book like Jeffrey Epstein. So, um, in the last live, we went through sort of what dear old Ghislane did for um Jeffrey over the years, and she basically it sounded like she was his assistant, but also his girlfriend, but then he had other girlfriends. So, yeah. And even in the book, it's broken up into chapters, and the chapters include girlfriends. So Ghislane put it together and famously has um, it pretty famous names in my hair. Including Bill just this, strangely, Vera Wang. Oh, what's happening? Internet is bad today, clearly. I don't want to get Wi-Fi. It's so expensive. And all right, let me have a look at. Is that okay? It's okay. Where is? Sorry, I'm looking for some pins. Some pins. All right. So yes, it does seem that Ghislane, oh, that's what it's like, was okay with sharing Jeffrey, and like he basically, it does seem like he could bag pretty hot chicks. Like there's some pictures in the birthday book, and that I've seen on social media. Now, Ghislane, not ugly by any means, physically, um, as a human, really, really ugly. Uh, but she wasn't this like supermodel that definitely he seemed to chase after. Sorry, I'm doing my hair and it was uneven and it was bothering me. Yeah, she didn't seem to be, but what she was to him was a loyal AF do anything for him, basically. And that included grooming girls, uh, grooming them to groom girls, and then getting them to massage Jeffrey Epstein. All right. Let me make sure that the sound is working. Do anything for. Okay, sound is working. Basically. And sound is working. Yay! Oh, you can do goals on YouTube. Oh, I don't know if I've monetized this. So wait a second. This one's probably not going to be as gruesome as the other one. Oh no, it's on. Oh, that's limited. The other one from Ghislane, limited. I can understand why, but I did it with sensitivity. So yeah, we may mention some lewd and crude things today, but not as bad as the other day. So let's take a look at the birthday book. Okay, hang on. I have gone through it, so I kind of know what we're dealing with. Share screen. Course number. Yeah, that's it. All right, here we go. How are we gonna watch this? Like this? No, I don't like that. I don't like that either. Mm, I don't know. This might have to do. All right, so the first 50 years. Happy birthday, Jeff. Happy birthday. What's happening? Okay. So you can see here, prologue, Ghislane, family, Paula, Seymour, Mark. Then we've got some childhood friends, Warren, and somebody who's redacted. So there is redacting in this as well. Terry, Michael, Dr. Stephen Levi, girlfriends, as you can see, children. Why are there children in this book? Friends, who include some famous names there. Bill Clinton, Alan Dershowitz, who's a lawyer, Brian Farron. Oh, I'm just doing the famous one, sorry. Donald Trump. Science for some reason. And there's a lot of textbook things. It's really weird. He was a math teacher. Another section for girlfriends. Special assistants. Business. And the next 50 years. Now, I was looking at a video If you know Sean is he's a YouTuber, so he does like really long essays, and he's just dropped a video called something in defense of science. Let me have a quick look. I started watching it last night, and there is a major link to Jeffrey Epstein. So I think he really fancied himself um, as an intellectual. The war on science, sorry, the war on science. And maybe he was smart. I don't care. TPH. But yeah, maybe he was smart, and doesn't make him any less a douchebag. All right, I can't understand most of Ghislane's. Where is my list? Oh, I just dropped my list of things, my page numbers. Ooh, as you can see, oh no, you can't see down the side. Maybe you can see down the other side when it's bigger. But this does have 238 pages. It was from 2003. So it was like 2003 I was teaching. So yeah, I could print stuff out and, like handouts and stuff like that. Definitely had a photocopier. So feels like a lot of it was photocopied. Yeah. This is her her writing. The idea behind the book was supposed to gather stories, some place to gather stories and old photographs to jog your memory about places, people, and different events. Some of the letters will definitely achieve their intended goal. Some, well, you will have to read them to see for yourself. I know you will have to read. I know you will enjoy looking through the book, and I hope you will derive as much pleasure looking through it as I did putting it together for you. Happy birthday, baby. That's not the tune. There's a song that sounds like that, but I did not get the tune of it right. So there's Love, Ghislaine. It's so beautiful, isn't it beautiful? Um, it's funny that she said that she derived pleasure from it because it's pretty crude in a lot of places. But with like there's a note from his mother. Like really, I didn't think there's anything special until page 55. So this is on page 6. This is all like family stuff. So yeah, without any context, Jeffrey standing with some people in army. These were your bodyguards who before you were something with president and getting the army and secret service to greet you. Maybe hanging out or something like that. Cub Scout graduation. Jeff was a Cub Scout. That's great. No credentials left. Cute. Who would have thought that little boy right there would it turn out to be one of the major like human traffickers and knows so many secrets. I love his little shirt with the boats. That's cute. The first girlfriend. Oh, because he's like holding hands behind them, I think. The first girlfriend. Like, why are you saying that about children? There's Jeff, as you were then. Oh yeah, that's right. He was known for being musical, and his mother taught him, made him practice playing the accordion, and he could play one certain song, "You're So Far from Brooklyn," to from a smaller plane to a bigger plane, from what you thought was a huge amount of luggage to a truly huge amount of luggage. That's weird. Why? I don't understand why, like, we're looking at all of this footage. And he also had things like floorboard, like to do floor exercise. That's weird. Um, what word is that? Hang on, let me go and look how to get a bit. Island of Jeff or something. So, um, New York, Palm Beach, JE 909, JE. Oh, I think that's his planes. 12 cars, and then he added a train, and then from planes to helicopters to trains. Happy birthday. He had his own train. What do you want? Where do you want it? Coming through the pass? It's in good order. A shower and a loo. Great. So, here we go. We've got our first topless lady. Look closely and you can see the line you have been looking for and the first date. 1991. I think that's her. I mean, she looks cute there. I don't mean to say that like she wasn't attractive. Obviously she was, but there seems like the rest are like supermodels. Gross. Family, we're just gonna that's the mother. Today you own a log cabin. There at age 27, Cosmopolitan magazine featured you as Bachelor of the Month. Today you still hold that title. Oh, sweetie, I hope his mother died before she realized what a scumbag he was. Um, yeah, he was still a bachelor. I'm gonna skip past that. Same with this one, because I can't really read it. Uh, all right. Brooklyn. These were weird. I don't know what these were. The Seagate Chronicle. There was all these like kind of bizarre stories. Jen, home of the kitchen sink, wherever you can eat. Asked Terry if he would gladly throw it away for you. Bump cabs with us. Meet on Amsterdam Avenue at midnight. See if you have the balls to ram your cab into ours. No holds barred. It's you against the other guy. This is like early shit posting right here. You know, I think he worked as a cab driver. And then these are his friends, Terry and Warren. On page 55 and 56, it's going to be weird. All right, we've got some, they're in their underwear for some reason. It's weird. Um, Look at them. Very, very, like, look at those overalls. like goals. I want a pair of overalls that that fit that good. So yeah, weird, weird. Why? Why? Why is this? Why is this? And but I do love that they all kept their shoes on. Love it. Those sandals work, girl, work. Um, yeah, don't know why. And then more. Why? Because they are not in like their bathing suit. Okay. Um, Jeff must have worked out because he's doing okay with the body. All right. Girl on my boat. We we picked up girls on the beach, went out on a boat. I tell them with knife in my hand to take their suits off. I tell them with a knife in my hand to take their suits off. But Warren tells, don't worry, his name is Jay and he's just joking. He lives at so and so. I tell Mark to throw him in the water. He did. Jeffrey has a shirt with lots of little handprints on it. Those are small handprints. Whose handprints are they? This man is so, like, depraved. What we know he did. I wouldn't be surprised if he started very early. Lovely. Castaways, Volume 1. I was porking some girl in bed, and Jeff brings in the maid to make the bed. She left screaming and never came back. We were both in bed porking some girls, and I said, "What do you think?" while he was shoving penicillin down my throat. That's not normal. That's not normal. Is it? Mm-mm. I went the whole day without speaking English. Jeff told everybody I was raised on a boat in Brazil. When I came out of the bathroom brushing my teeth and spit foam on the floor, Jeff says that's how they do it in Brazil. Oh, good. He was a bit racist as well. Love it. Um, Jewish singles weekend, Concord Hotel. Jewish singles weekend. Sit us down at table with ugly girls, and I told them, "Don't you have any pretty ones?" Um, we get in the room. Jack says, "Don't touch my hair." You dump water right on his head. Then we set the room on fire. Great. Uh, Page 59. I'm going through my notes here. 61. Let's go to 61, hey? This is available. You can get the whole thing on the internets. So if you would like to read this and go into more detail, it's interesting. It's really interesting. All right. Oh, I missed on 61. Sorry. Ocean Reef trip. Start off, you get speeding ticket. You're with somebody and her mother, looking at me like I'm a box of candy and shoving food the whole time down my mouth. The boat ride in something birthday present boat. Hang on. There's meant to be oh somebody, and these are the redacted names. This person, oh, whoops. This person and this person. Two very young girls, probably just 17, and were riding in my father's caddy, Park Avenue, top down, smooching it up in the car, drop dead laughing. Ew, gross. So they were always like gross. Um, the rabbis, somebody redacted the rabbi's daughter. Jeff would call the house Rabbi would, Rabbi, I think that's her name, and say, "This is so and so's father." I would bring her up to your mother's house and make her take her top off so we could touch her boobs. Her and something would play together with toys. Ugh, yucky yuck. Um, you could get away with shit. When was that? 64. 63 parents something. This is one of his childhood friends. 50 years old, you've had a pretty amazing life. Amazing because of where and when it started. Paula and Seymour. Oh, the parents. His good friend. Oh, this is so gross. His good friend who'd grown up with him and knew both of Jeff's parents is talking about how Jeff was conceived. Yeah, in this story. In other words, it's something that wasn't off the table for conversation. Who the fuck wants to talk about their parents and how they, like, in this much detail? Because I do tell a story that, like, my parents, I'm the result of my parents' first date, and that's about it. But you really have, okay, amazing because of where and when it started. Paula and Seymour fucking. Who was there to tell him where to stick it? Who told him to spit on her "See you next Tuesday" to make it wet? Maybe they had more on the ball than we give them credit for. Oh, I want to vomit. That is so gross. Like, imagine, like, it's your friend's 50th and his girlfriend's like, "Hey, do you want to write a letter for Jeff's 50th? Make it really special, make it really personal." And you're going to use the C word, which was definitely not like in circulation in 2003 for Americans especially. Um, Australia, C word definitely always been used, but to spit on that thing, Ugh. Anyway, from that night back in May 1953, as they lay there intoxicated from their lovemaking, little did they know they would be bringing into the world early the next year. Ugh, gross. Um, you did things. Yes, you were special. Which brings me back to when you lost your virginity. You may not remember, but I was under the same roof that cold New Year's Eve in 67, 67, 66, 67, not sure. First time I ever flew was with you. I went with you to Michigan to visit a friend, the Interlochen girl, for New Year's Eve. It was also the first time I had ever laid eyes on a bright, attractive, bubbly, blue-eyed Midwestern female. Ugh, gross. There's lots of beautiful Midwestern females, I'm sure. She was like an alien to me. She wasn't Jewish or Italian. Wasn't she your first? My first was up in Monticello, where I spent part of the summer with Lloyd and Andy, working at Playland Arcade in Monticello. It was Lloyd's girlfriend. Anyway, back to the Michigan trip. Ugh. Um, 64, you could get away with shit. So basically, it's just like, yeah, you spent the next summer in London and came home with a beautiful British babe named Buh. You had such chutzpah to bring her to your beautiful, civilized, massive, impressive home on Maple Avenue. Think back to that now. It really, um, you had to have confidence and an "I don't give a shit" attitude to bring so and so into your Seagate world. It worked. You began to realize that you could get away with shit. That chicks and people in general were schmucks. You sensed that you were sharper and more astute than most, especially the ones who had women, money, position, and power. Yes, your charisma and persuasive ways came very early on. Oh. Um, yeah. Anything else on this page? Because I have looked at it. It's so weird, this letter that starts out like about the parents having sex and then it gets sentimental at the end. Ooh, weird. All right. We're gonna go to page 90 now. So this is all his like schoolwork things, and he was always good at math. There they are at some wedding. 73. Dr. Stephen Levy. I don't know who that is. Oh, I think it might have been a teacher. Here we are at Girlfriends. Uh, yeah, there's not much. Like, it's just interesting there's so many redacted females, you know? Uh, I think that's lyrics. I don't know who those people are. New and spay your pet. Stamps? Interesting. Oh, lots of music because he used to play. Volume 2. Work, 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 work. Like, Ghislane was obsessed with him, clearly. She was obviously obsessed with him. You don't do this just for a friend. Not a cloud in the sky. Um, Look at this man. Bronzed, hairy chest, flamingos. More interesting pictures. Lots of redacted people. Yeah, more play. This is him at play. Remember? Um, Here he is in this bath. Yeah, interesting. I don't know, like to me, as if we're looking at the artistry of the book, it's weird that there's so many pages of just music, notes. Um, that is the 80th dress. Love it. Here's the boyfriend of so and so. We think he works for the CIA. Albert Pinto had a huge input here. These are his considered his floor days. Who took this picture? Lots of pictures of him in bed. Hang on, what's he doing on that one? Doesn't look like he's in the fanciest of houses in these ones, but you know. Um, I think that's his dad. Oh, this is a little bit racist. Are you sure this will make my winky grow? Oh my, never seen those pants before. Waiting for my foot massage. Knowing what we know about his massages there. Oof. It happened so quickly from the Hawker to the 727. Here he is on a private plane with a girl. And references to NO8 and NO7, I think, are his planes. This is what I'm supposed to like. This is when he's skiing. Heading for the blue sofa. Wake me up tomorrow. There's Ghislane. He promised you what? Love the captions. Love the captions, Ghislane. Um, Not a cloud in the sky, in my sky. Interesting way to put it, like must have been something they said to each other because that's repeated. Jeffrey and Dr. So-and-so cordially invite you to the graduation eve. I truly share this diploma with you. Thank you. It's obviously a girl. This was a great celebration. Happy birthday, love, Ghislane. Wink, no shirt. Children. Don't know why there's children in here. Oh, this is about poop. Uncle makes poopy. One day, Uncle decided to go poopy. He never seen poopy in his life, even though he is 50. He has never seen it. Narrator, why are you here? Said Uncle. I will get on with the story. Okay, so I was saying he was going for the toilet. Right. So weird to include this. Here comes the bride, all dressed in white. Where is the groom? He's in the ladies' room. What is his reminder to work on his binder? Something is the glory to his doggy? Weird. And then these are the pictures of the children. A new series of pictures. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. Why is a little girl posing like that? Looking bookish. Playing the Steinaway. Oh. Why is the little girl posing like that? That's terrible. Terrible, terrible. All right, we made it to Friends. Why? 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 What? What is this? Um, some of my notes just say weird. I think this is a weird one. But he's holding a knife. Oh, gun. Oh, one of them is Jizz boobs. That's Ghislane's boobs. Um, he has a gun in his hand, actually. All right, finally at home to our friends. Hang on, 115. Joke about rape. Oh yeah. Let's call him Mr. Brown. Jeffrey unveiled his plan. To some, it may have seemed a get-rich-quick scheme, but to me, it was pure genius. Rob and kill was the name of the plan. The first victim, so-and-so, to be attacked and brutally plundered. Would she want more than that? On the boardwalk in Venice Beach, broad daylight. The dastardly thieves were never caught. Postscript. I retired from the life, but I recently read an article in New York which led me to believe my old friend Mr. E had continued on and become an industry leader. Um, would she want more than being brutally plundered? Don't we love a rape joke? um, and is this about Jeff? He became an industry leader of being a criminal or being, I don't know, like a trafficker? Maybe. Um, this one, just weird. Jeffrey was such a nice man, a sweet and innocent type. One of my employees called him Mr. Epstein, the math teacher, always ready to lend a hand, help a friend in need. He even volunteered to help out in surgery at UCLA. Scrubbed, put on the gown, the whole bit, just to do his part. Weird, weird, weird. I don't know what that's about. Um, weird. I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna skip ahead to something. Happy birthday. Birthday greetings to degenerate one. Love it. See, like I said, I think that it's just it was an open secret that he was doing this. Everybody knew that he was having a lot of sex. Like, what the fuck is this picture? It's so weird. No, I will not stop the chronometer. Keep going. Ha 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 ha. Too fast, too much. Please stop. What is this fucking picture? It's so weird. Is that a penis or an arm? I don't know. It's so weird. Anyway, here's another one of Jeff. Keep going, young man. Blah. Keep going, young man. And then there's a whole bunch of like math crap. I wish you every new day happier than every old happy days. What? This is from Bill Clinton. If Bill Clinton is guilty of having sex with minors, in other words, raping a child, he should be in jail. It's becoming, this isn't too inflammatory. It's becoming something to leave you something so long, all the years of learning and knowing adventures and oh my God, why is this writing like that? To have your childlike curiosity, the drive to make a difference, and the something of friendship. Seems pretty innocuous, like, although it's probably tongue in cheek, like your childlike curiosity, in other words, your curiosity of children. And then Alan Dershowitz, who is a lawyer, he's still around today. He used to be, before he was named in like the Epstein files and being such a close associate with Epstein. Well, he kind of fell out of when Epstein went down, a whole lot of his network sort of was tarred with the same brush. Alan Dershowitz was that, and he was pretty much a guy who, who was a New York guy, well-known guy. Well, not New York, but he was because it says Massachusetts there, Tish. But he was in the scene. He was well known and blah blah blah. But now he's known for wanting to lower the age of consent. He was lobbying for that. And he is pro-Zionist. He's talks about anti-Semitism a lot. And yeah, but he really went all out for this one. Uh, Dear Jeffrey, as a birthday gift to you, I managed to obtain an early version of the Vanity Unfair article. I talked them into changing the focus from you to Bill Clinton, as you will see from the enclosed excerpt. Happy birthday and best regards. Dersh got creative with it. Vanity Unfair. Life is a pure flame, and we live by invisible sun within us. Doesn't even make any sense, Alan. Who was Jack the Ripper? Was it Jeffrey Epstein? Exclusive, the 100-year-old mystery solved by Patricia Cornwall. Oh man, remember when Patricia Cornwall was all the rage? Remember those days? But I tried to read 3 or 4 of her books because they were like true crime thrillers at that time. But I just couldn't. It was so repetitive. I get it, you're a lesbian. Like it was all the same. Um, Al Qaeda in South America, financed by Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein stole my heart and other courtroom dispatches. I love it that he's just like made his own Vanity Fair cover. Cute. He went all out. He got arts and crafts with it. I need nasal spray. What you doing? What you doing? Murphy's sitting outside. Come here. Hello. Murphy. Oh, you're heavy, boy. I know. Let's go to here. Oh, no. Hello. Hello. We'll take a break from the birthday book. You got pretty eyes? Show everybody your pretty eyes. You got pretty eyes. Huh. He doesn't give kisses, which is good. There's no food up here. You can't get any food. You're too heavy. He is really heavy. Here's Fifi. Look at her. Look at her Halloween. No, I don't want. Frida's nickname, in case you're new, Frida's nickname is Frida the Poo Eater, so we don't like kisses from her. Nope. Nope. I'll give you a kiss. You don't give me a kiss, okay? She the cutest. She the cutest. All right. All right, back to it. Nope. Nope. All right. Um, down the bottom. Bring it on, Jeffrey. Consume me, Jeffrey. Intoxicate me, Jeffrey. Nicole Kidman bears her soul. That's so interesting. That's what he goes for that bit. Hang on, let me swap. Oh, I think that's okay. You can still see. And then Jeffrey Epstein's Bloody Summer. Jeffrey Epstein's fucking rampage? I don't know. What word is that supposed to be? Interesting. And then it goes on. Magazine 31. Yeah, so this refers to Bill Clinton, definitely, I think, because it mentions an Arkansas politician. Inquiring minds are asking, who was that man with Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein is, of course, one of the world's most famous men, a household name throughout the planet. I didn't know who Jeffrey Epstein was. Definitely not. His picture has appeared on the cover of every magazine in the world. Everyone knows his story, from his humble roots on Coney Island to his rise as one of the most envied public figures of the Western world. But what was he doing flying to Africa with an obscure former politician from Hope, Arkansas? That's what makes me think it's about Bill Clinton. Wait, hang on. Let me just have a quick look. Where is Bill? I know he's from Arkansas, but was he from Hope? Yeah, it's definitely Bill Clinton. Okay, it's definitely Bill Clinton. Who is that politician, and why would Epstein have picked him up for a coveted seat on his private jet? Yeah, good questions. Great question there, Dersh. Everyone knows oh, sorry. That is unfair. We'll get to the bottom of this mystery man and reveal the story behind the story. Yeah, I'm glad Dersh was a lawyer, not a writer. Normally, we would not pry into the private life of an obscure Arkansas politician, particularly one who tried so hard and up to now so successfully to keep his private life to himself. But the moment this obscure man stepped onto the Epstein jet, he became fair game for probing inquiry. Why would a man like Epstein, who can pick and choose from his companions from princes to professors, select a flying companion from the Ozark Mountains. To be sure, he was a Rhodes Scholar, which Bill Clinton was a Rhodes Scholar. I need to put my nose, or wipe my nose. But we all know how easy it is to get a Rhodes if you're from Arkansas. There must be something else. Vanity Unfair decided to snoop around. The obscure politician reluctantly agreed to an interview on the express condition that it was completely off the record. This is what he told us. Well, you don't have an interview if it's all off the record, friend. But also, yeah, why was Bill Clinton on his private jet? That's pretty interesting. There was a movie called Wag the Dog, and wagging the dog is an old political term, which is like, I think it refers to the saying of like, you don't want the dog to wag its tail, you want the tail to wag the dog. And like whatever the distraction, I think, let me try to um it's a political term for the act of creating a diversion from a damaging issue, usually through military force. It stems from a generic use of the term to mean a small and seemingly unimportant entity. The tail controls a bigger, more important one, the dog. Yeah. Um, and the movie Wag the Dog is loosely based around John Travolta's a character that's very, very similar to Bill Clinton. And he is very, like sleeping around. I remember he gets a girl pregnant and pays for an abortion, and they have this fake war with a fake country. And yeah, it's really an interesting movie looking back because Bill Clinton's reputation was has changed, you know? Um, yeah, he's a scumbag. And at the time, there was so much, and there's still today slut shaming of Monica Lewinsky. Like, he was a predator to Monica Lewinsky. Absolutely. And she was, um, there was a power imbalance, and he used that. All right, let's see what this interview says. I've done a lot of soul searching, and I've come to the conclusion that I should be thinking less about money and more about naked women and biomath. It's no secret for women. Not many people know he can create them out of thin air. At least he can.